Yeah, hey Special Agent Paul WYSOPAL. If you're not Paul WYSOPAL, keep scrolling. This is not for you. Don't intrude on our conversation. Hey Special Agent Paul WYSOPAL or Timothy McVeigh. I'm not sure which you prefer. Which name, we'll talk about it later, but I just wanted to say real quick that, bro, I think I understand kind of what happened, you know? You were an impressionable young man who was in the army, and you were feeling those patriotic vibes, and you had eaten all the propaganda, you know, that you were going to do some heroic thing, and they told you were special, and they put you in a special program, and then when it was too late, you found out that you were actually kind of like an assassin, or like the cleanup guy, you know? If you have not watched the show The Americans, brother Paul, I need you to watch The Americans. It is very pertinent to your life, I believe. It's about Cold War America, and it's about a secret Russian family who lives in America as Americans, and then they're like travel agents, but then they moonlight at night as secret agents, you know? You honestly might really recognize it. I think you could really get a lot out of it. But anyway, the father, Philip, he has a similar like crisis of conscience where he realizes after being an assassin for so many years that the country that he works for and he thinks he's being a patriot for actually doesn't give a goddamn about him, and they will throw him under the bus in an instant if they have to. You are so expendable to them. Like, I feel like Timothy McVeigh learned that one the hard way, right? Remember when you were just left in the courtroom and you were just given a lawyer who conveniently got you the death sentence? You know? It's kind of like when Wayne Williams, you know, the guy that there wasn't really that much evidence on for the Atlanta missing and murdered children, and Alan Dershowitz, that young scrappy little guy, he defended Wayne Williams, and what did he get him? A life sentence. It's almost like that, right? It's almost like giving your country your whole life, and then even helping set up an assassination attempt, and then not being told about the assassination attempt and being left in the dust, and then being the patsy for it. Ask Lee Harvey Oswald about that. He's probably still around, right? No, I don't know about that. But do you see what I'm saying, brother? Omar Mateen, he was a special forces guy. He just wanted to be a super cop, right? He wanted to be super military. And then what happened? Oh, he got kicked out of military, and a hot dog touched his food once, and he went crazy. Or is that not really the full story, Timothy? I mean, Paul WYSOPAL. You know, like, at this point, you have to know that what you're doing is so morally fucked. And you probably think you're just too far in. You're way too far down the road to change your mind. But I disagree, brother. Like, no one is ever past forgiveness. Like, we can figure this out. No one is going to harm you. Like, you can't be executed again, right? But I mean, we're gonna definitely put you in like a low security situation and just keep an eye on you, because I don't know if everyone's gonna feel comfortable with you just like chilling. I mean, we'll talk about it, but you know, remember what you did. You were coerced into, I believe, by the Clintons, right? And I mean, you know, when you were talking about Oklahoma City in the Tampa Bay, or the city of Tampa's YouTube channel with Mayor Bob Buckhorn, you said that one of the reasons that the Oklahoma City bombing happened was to get the files to be in a safer area. But I'm sure by now you've put together that those files that you helped get rid of, those were Hillary Clinton's, right? And I'm sure at this point you're so deep with these goddamn Clintons that you think you can't get out. But I disagree, brother. You have all of the information, and you are a freaking agent of the FBI. If there's anyone who has a shot of making it and not getting got by the Clintons, it's you, Paul. This is the mission that you have been waiting for your entire life. Blow the lid open on these motherfuckers. Hillary and Bill, they're disgusting. You know they're disgusting. What happened to Hale Boggs? When Bill Clinton drove him to the airport, do you know the story about what happened? Bro, I can't wait to have a beer with you one day. in your low security, like, you know, place that we keep an eye on you at, I'm coming to visit you and we're gonna talk. We're gonna probably shoot a documentary, okay? We're gonna talk about how impressionable young men and how horrific white supremacist cultures and cults and religions in America have been detrimental to our history for hundreds and thousands of years. You know, it's gonna be part of you know, some documentary like that, you know. But dude, like, your life won't be over. Like, I don't know how you live with yourself right now, but I imagine it's gotta be hard. Like, you probably hear those kids' screams every night in your dreams, right? Did you know about the kids that were there that day? And again, I'm just assuming, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, buddy. And I think you deserve that, because I think you think you're a patriot, and I still do think that you've been manipulated. And I hope, bro, because the other option is that you are just a white supremacist and you've known what you've been doing the whole time, and you're literally just helping the Nancys and the grandchildren of Nancys. Like, I don't know, bro. You imagine you guys get your way, you get everything you want, right? Are you gonna be able to sleep at night knowing that you and the Nancys wiped everyone out? For what? There's plenty for everyone. The reason that there isn't is because we let the top 0.001% of people hoard everything. But there is plenty for everyone. There is no, like, overcrowding and all that BS. There's an over-hoarding problem. And the FBI protects these families, that they're literally Secret Service, essentially, for rich families. That's so disgusting. If you were a real American, like you say you were, and you said you were back in the day in those interviews, you sounded like a proud patriot. And I could hear in between the lines that you were saying, like, I do think that you think you're a patriot, but you have been so corrupted, brother. So, this is your last chance for redemption. Truly. If this thing goes off and you helped and you didn't stop it, your soul is toast. So, I hope it was worth it, but we probably could have had a good conversation, though. We'd probably be buds, honestly. I'm not even, like, mad at you. I kind of understand what happened to you, you know? But you are the person who's in charge of this at this point, you know? If it goes off, it's because you allowed it to go off. So, I hope you are actually a patriot, Paul. Or Timothy. I truly, whatever you prefer. Not even for a joke. But you can stop this, bro. And fuck the Clintons. Like, I wonder if we could do this all again. If you would choose to put your family and your name through all of that again, knowing what you know now. Because I bet you would say no. It seemed like your family really thought of you as a patriot. And I think it hurt them for the rest of their lives that they had to knowingly keep their mouth shut, that the government made you do that, and now for the rest of history, everyone knows Timothy McVeigh as a murderer, a serial murderer. Was that worth it? I don't think it was. Our future that we want, brother, is so much better than whatever they're trying to get you to make for them. Dude, white America, the food will be so ass, bro. Ugh.